champion mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the craft. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now a first down throw, Fields. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick-6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
One play action, Fields. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Fields. Over the middle, he's got Shenault. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though.
Touchdown, Washington. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. Point after here coming up. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Kenneth Gainwell, his first rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Commanders 7. Jake Elliott to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
At the 25-yard line.
From the 25 on second down, Fields, he'll find Metcalf. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields on third down, and he's got his man, Marquise Brown.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 33, second and 9. Up the middle, it's Williams. And some room to work. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
3 yards. There, and it'll be second down. Here's Fields. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 33 yards. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Lance. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Watch out for Hill on the return. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A great return there of 22 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's...
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
That's on Shaq Mason, the guard.
Okay, great. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here we go.
2nd and 20.
shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. And Lance now to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now, light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on first and goal.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up third and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On second down, Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They run. It's Williams. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Lance. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Off play action. Fields. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
That's good for Washington.
Now it's Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
It's the score, Eagles 45, Commanders 14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Off the option, here's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The drive will start with an option going left. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
53 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They've had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Working from the gun, Lance.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Eagles extend their lead yet again.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They snap it to Fields.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because, CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
17.
And Lance will try again on second down.
This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Play action. It's Fields. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going deep for Brown. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing on third down, Fields. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. On play action, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket, try to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And
we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On third down, here's Williams. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And now here is another interception. picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On the double.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the ball. On the ball.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Down. Watch out now. 52.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the back.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. It's been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
23 yards, the final tally. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, This is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 29 yards. And the Eagles are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Washington takes over first down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Second down, Howell now. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Ready. 52 blasted.
Lance now on first down. Left side here to Sanders. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Okay, ready? 10 cycles.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now throwing on first down here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Howell throwing again after the pick six. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Howell. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Howell throwing on third down here. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Here we go with Williams. Powers through him. They find some open field here. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Red, cycle. Strike, white.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.